Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of James Bond Bitcoin Live, episode 0062, hashtag Troll Army. So, in this episode here, let's get a full screen view of this. Here's my meme for today, and it's Jimmy Song, or the God of War. And I'll get into that a little bit later. But in the notes section, I have a Medium post written by Jimmy Song. I'll go over that just a little bit. How SegWit 2x replay protection works. So apparently there might be some replay protection. I don't know. Let me look into it a little bit later. I'll give you my thoughts here. And then of course I have the link to this lovely meme, God of War, and that's Jimmy Song as Katos. I'm not sure. I don't really play the game. Um, I think there's a movie called Lords of War, but that's different. Anyways, on the right, the QR code on the right there, the little orange with a little clock on it, that's still the link to the countdown for SegWit 2x. And you can just go ahead and click on that and see what's going on. So I believe it's 43 days. Maybe the time you see this is 42 days. That's not that far off, really. And then, of course, it's hashtag yes to X. Now, if you know anything about Jimmy Song, he actually is okay with a hard fork or a contentious hard fork. I've heard him say that, and he's perfectly fine with it. He thinks that it's a good way. It's a good way for the free market to determine which chain will be the longest chain. But if you think about that idea, if he really believes that, then war is also a mechanism of the free markets. Because when you can't come to an agreement and the courts aren't involved, like courts and judges and lawyers and everything, if they're not involved, and it becomes two different parties that dispute with each other, well, war resolves disputes apparently very well. War resolved disputes very well eventually, because we have them through our history all the time. I mean, if you just look through in history, there was a war just about for everything. Um, would it be surprising and shocking? The reason for the war may be because of money, or maybe ideology or beliefs. Not that surprising. If you get enough people, you can definitely come to a resolution at the end of the war. So this is a meme for today. And so Jimmy Song's okay with the hard fork. He actually thinks a hard fork is good, and it may actually just weed out the weaker of the chain, the weaker of the group, the supporters. Let there be two chains with no replay protection or very weak replay protection, and have at each other. And so that's what he believes. And so Jimmy Song is really the God of war. You know, on the QR code on the left side, if you're not familiar with the game God of War or even the theme of Katos, I believe, you're going to have a 3-minute understanding of what it's like. And Jimmy Song is I would equate Jimmy Song to be the epitome of Katos, as you can see from the meme here. So let me go on to the actual article here. Okay, so here it is. So there might be some replay protection. It says here Jeff Garzik emerged in an opt-in replay protection scheme for SegWit 2x. Now, there is an address that you're supposed to send it to. Let me see if I can scroll down and highlight it. You can read this for yourself. This is in the notes section. Go ahead and read it. Gets in a little detail, but there it is. There's the address right there. Matter of fact, I can't. Starts with a 3 and a bit. Anyways, after the hard fork, you're supposed to send a little bit amount of Bitcoin to this address for some reason, which I'm not fully understanding why. But when it comes back or after that, then your coins will stay on the legacy chain. I don't know if it's permanent or if it can be split. I'm not too sure. Oh, I do have a little bit of Bitcoin that I've been using for the treasure hunt, and I will use that to experiment and see what exactly it does. So this is another option out there, or another way of splitting. Am I right? Splitting? I don't know. Let's see what this. It's not a. This is just a replay protection. So you're basically going to be choosing a coin here. Maybe. I'm not sure. Doesn't say it'll help you to split your coins or anything, but I'm assuming that it is a way to split a coin. But again, I'm not sure. Go ahead and read it for yourselves. And so there's that here. And then let me just go back and put a plug in here. There you go. I'm still doing the pot of gold, the Bitcoin pot of gold here. Feel free to donate. I don't know how many people have participated. I put in $5 worth. They're probably worth a little bit more now that the price has gone up. I also want to talk a little bit about the price. It has gotten a little bump here recently to 4,300, about that price range. If you look in the mempool, there was an increase in the mempool from this morning, as far as I can tell. So whenever there's an increase, there's price movement. That's a lot of coincidences to say that it's a coincidence. I think there really is some correlation there between the increase in transactions, the amount of transaction, and the price movement. I know that much. Before that, there was a spike, but the price went down. Now there's another spike, the price has gone up. So there is some kind of correlation. So I think transaction volume on the blockchain heavily correlates with speculation on exchanges. I think there's got to be some correlation there. Seems very strong. I'm not sure. But anyways, here is the Bitcoin pot of gold. Feel free to donate. It was Yellow Fever for You's idea. His channel, QR channel, is on the bottom right there. On the right, where the yellow target is the encrypted private key. Good luck to you all. So let me go back to Jimmy's song here. And so I've been listening to Jimmy's song since he's joined the crypto network, and he's been a guest a few times before. He was I guess, a permanent guest. Um, I understand he's a developer and he's worked on the Armory wallet. So it sounds like he's qualified to write Medium articles and discuss things. Um, but I have to admit, watching his own series on the World Crypto Network of Off Chain, uh, he's definitely okay with the hard fork. So he's definitely a yes 2x hard fork. Um, but I don't think he realizes what it means. I put the hashtag troll army for a reason. And that reason is, when you advocate splitting or hard forking with a contentious hard fork, you are asking for a war. And this is what's going to happen. You're literally going to have a war. And so if you have a troll army, you better start using it right now, because again, there's only, uh, by the time you see this, 42 days left till the hard fork. So another thing is, Paula Green is in the chat, and I noticed you left the comment. You left the comment about this right here, the address. I'm a little skeptical myself. This is Jeff Garzik. He owns a Bitcoin uh, tracking company that tracks your transactions. Now, I'm a little skeptical. I'm a little paranoid, because what if this is a way to track, legacy chain coins, right? You send some in there, and from there they can reverse track it and then forward track it, and then they would know. Maybe they won't know whose it is, but they would know, where it's going, where it might go. So this is a little concerning. Would I trust doing it this way? Probably not. I wouldn't trust doing it this way. But I do have little small bits of Bitcoin that I've been putting here and there for the treasure hunt. When the time comes, I will experiment with it, and I'll let you all know about the details. Anyways, my 10 minutes are up. Here you go. Enjoy the meme. Scan the QR codes. Have fun with it. Um, anyways, thank you for everyone in the chat and participating in the chat. I appreciate you watching. Feel free to like, dislike, leave a comment, or even do a video response. Until next time, everyone, stay tuned. Bye.